What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Volbeat. Yes, indeed, Volbeat Fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bibbidi-bob, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from AB5, and AB5 wanted to see me react to this. It is Volbeat featuring Johan Olsen, I'm hoping that's how you pronounce the name. It's a J-O-H-A-N, I'm assuming that's Johan. Featuring Johan Olsen doing a tune called The Garden's Tale. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hold it, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Andreas Kreutz. I hope that's right. Andreas Kreutz, K-R-E-U-T-Z, Kreutz. Take that for what it's worth. And the video has 592,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Volbeat, The Garden's Tale, Lyrics, HD. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Time keeps painting my door. Ripped all the flowers in the garden. Oh, baby, come home. Your angels bring her home. Evenings start soaring around, and minutes make summer moons floating. For sandy heaven climb, Antennen sang und fällt. Time keeps painting my door, and I gotta keep on singing their own song. Oh, baby, still I am waiting in the light. Oh, baby, the angels will carry you home.
Pensar som världens i både. Den varsten ska löpa. Allen värsta i silkekjolen.
Oh, baby, the angels will carry her home. Leaving it all with my only friend. A beauty was lifeless around the stairs.
Wait a second.
Leaving it all with my only friend. A beauty was lifeless around the stairs. Oh, baby, I can't.
Interesting. Okay. First of all, This song's all over the place. I love it. Here's the thing. Because I've had this gripe with other bands that will do stuff like this, but not exactly like this. They'll go all over the place too. You know, they're switching gears every 2 measures, every 4 measures. And I will absolutely lose my mind on those bands because it's like, you know, especially if there's no pattern. You know, and I end up losing my mind on them because it's like, okay, I understand there's no rules, but at the same time, don't you want to run a song that has a good groove? And I'm sorry, switching feels, switching time signature, switching tempo, every 2 to 3 or 4 measures, there's no way you're going to get a groove there, especially if there's no repeatable pattern. If it's just completely random. There are bands that have done on this channel that have done that. Not going to mention any names. You know the bands I'm talking about. But it's just like, seriously, I mean, is it impressive? Yeah, I guess, but there's no groove. Not when that happens. Here's the difference. They started out 6/8. You know, they did. It felt nice. It felt good. 1, 2, 3, 4. How fast were we going there anyway? Let me. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? We felt that, and it was like, okay, 1, 2, 2, da, 2, 2, da, and then we held. You know, we get to this hold, and then we go into this. Now here is where things can get really interesting. We can either say that what came next was at this tempo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that was the straight time. And then we went to a half time where the snare was only hitting on 3, or instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of that, we could say the tempo was 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they were playing at double time. You know, and then we went from the double time into the straight time with the snare on 2 and 4. You could go either way with this. You could. I'm of the opinion that we went into that slower tempo, the halftime tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the first section that we heard was just a double time feel on that tempo with the snare on 1, 2, not on 1, it was on and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it was on all the upbeats, but there was 4 snare hits per measure as opposed to a straight time feel where we came down to with the snare on the 2 and the 4. That's how it feels to me. Okay, now could the argument be made that what we heard at the beginning was the straight and then they went to a halftime? Yeah, sure. And that would be a perfectly valid argument. I wouldn't argue it at all. It would make sense. But to me, it just feels like we had the double time with the straight time feel. You know, that we were at that, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, with the snare hitting on the ands. All 4 ands of every measure when we were in that upbeat feel, and then we brought it down to the actual straight time. That's how it feels to me anyway. Am I right? I don't know. Like I said, you could go get it either way, but I personally feel that it's, you know, a double time feel based on the straight time tempo at the beginning. So that's how I'm interpreting anyway. Let's keep going here. That double kicks it hard.
Try to keep
What a great illusion. I've noticed they've done it a few times. I have to pause. I have to talk about this because it is a great illusion. So hold on one second.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Okay, so what I'm talking about is this. They're not the only band to ever do this. There have been lots of bands that have done this and used this illusion. It's a great illusion. So we're in C, right? Easy enough. We're in C. So here's the riff. They're going down to the F, which is the fourth of C, right? But they're doing it an octave down. So here's the F. They move up to the G, which is the fifth. And now we go to the root. Now here's where the illusion comes into play, right? Watch this. So F to G to C. Here's where the illusion comes into play. What did we go up to? We went up to the fourth, right? The F. Now watch this. Same F, only an octave down. The same F that we started on. It makes it sound like there's more to it than that. It's literally 3 notes, just an octave apart with the 2 Fs. It's a great illusion. What a great illusion. It makes it seem like it's busier. It makes it seem like there's more happening than there really is. It's just because of an octave. It's fantastic. It's such a great illusion. And they do it well. They're absolutely pulling it off. It's not the first time I've heard them do it, and I've heard other bands do it too. I just had to point out what a great illusion it is, though, and because it is a great illusion. That's one of the reasons why so many bands do it. It works. It's effective. You know what? I'm actually going to keep this here because I may just play along with this. This sounds like a fun song to play. It really does. F, G, and A again. F, G, and C. No.
Time keeps painting my door. Ripped off flower.
Gotta give him props. Gotta give him the hand clap. We're gonna finish how we start. Going back to that 6/8 feel again. Wow. Okay. I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it. I'm gonna be honest with you though, folks. I was kinda hoping we were gonna go back at some point during the course of the song. I was really hoping we were gonna get back into that 6/8 feel. I didn't see it happening at the end, though. I should have. Shame on me for not seeing that happening, but it caught me off guard. Good for them. Nice surprise. Really nice surprise.
Time.
Yeah, okay.
Time keeps painting my door.
No bass playing here, so I can put it away.
Ripped off flowers in the garden. Oh, baby, oh. Your angels where are you?
Great turnaround. Da, 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 da. He really likes playing with that 4-3, doesn't he? He likes playing around with that in this song. Those little semitone transitions. 4 to major 3. Does he do another one? No, it's not a semitone. It's a full step. It's 2 semitones. 6 to 5. Da-da. He does both. It's an interesting song. Some interesting things happening. But I don't know if those interesting things are going to translate to a great score. I don't know. I will say this. I will say this, and I say this with 100% certainty. We are not going to be in the negatives. I guarantee you that. We're not going to be under 5. And I don't even see us being in the 5s. I doubt 6s. I don't think 6s. We're probably going to be somewhere in the 7s, maybe 8s. But I don't know about 8s. I have to think about it. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Volbeat with The Garden's Tale, featuring Johan Olsen. I'm not sure who Johan Olsen was. I'm not sure what his contribution was on this. I don't think it was vocals. Maybe it was guitar playing or drumming. I don't know. But apparently, Johan Olsen was on this. So there you go. This was a request from AB5. Okay. I thought about this. I did. Folks, I pulled every rabbit out of every hat that I possibly could, and I tried to give this the best score I possibly could, given the circumstances, given what I was handed. I wish I could sit here and say that it was up in the 9s. I wish I could say that, but it's not. But I think you'll be pretty happy with the score I gave it, because like I said, we're not under 5. We're definitely not under 5. And we're not in the 5s or the 6s. And we're not even in the 7s. On a scale of 1 to 10, believe it or not, I am going to give that an 8.0. Yep, 8.0. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.0. What does that mean? Well, an 8.0 would translate to a great scale rating. It's at the very bottom of the great scale. It doesn't get any lower than that when it comes to grades, but it is still in the great scale. So I do believe at the end of the day, this is a great song. It would get 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with this score? So glad you asked. Okay, first things first. The chordal progression on this song. Was it impressive? I'm not going to say it was impressive, but what I will say is they took some very simple riffs and they put them together to be very conducive and very pleasing to the ear. Between the main riff and the verse, when it comes to and then transitioning to the chorus, it made sense. It made perfect sense. Both riffs on their own, simple riffs. Put them together, sounds a little more complex, even though it really isn't. But it again, it's one of those illusions of, you know, that we have within music. Like I demonstrated with the F to the G to the C, up to the F, up to the 4th above the root, down to the exact same note, just an octave lower. It makes it seem like there's more happening than there really is. It's still an F. Could you have played that high F as a low F? Sure you could have, absolutely. But by going up to the octave, it gave it the illusion that there's more happening than there really was. Same thing with between the two riffs, between the verse and the chorus. It's an illusion. It's a great illusion. You know, you're taking two very simple riffs, and by putting them together, it sounds more complicated than it actually is. It's fantastic. It's a great illusion. It sounds very nice, very pleasing to the ear, very smooth transitions. But vocally, I mean, it's your typical Volbeat vocal style. And the same thing can be said about the musicianship, you know, the guitar playing, the bass playing, the drumming. Very typical of Volbeat. I am going to point out one section when we were in the chorus. No, was it the chorus? Yeah, I believe it was the chorus. Might have been the bridge. Where you heard that double kick in. With the accents on the 1, 2, 3, 4 on the downbeats. You heard that little accent, but still all 16 double kick hits per measure, hitting clean and hitting hard. Just the downbeats were just a little tiny bit louder, a little more pronounced. Man, that double kick was, number 1, tight. Number 2, hard hitting. Very nice addition. I liked it. But overall, though, the drumming from the drummer of Volbeat, it's very typical, you know, and the same thing can be said about the guitar playing, the drumming, and the vocals. Nothing I haven't heard them do before, but still, well done, very clean, so I got no issue with it. The big thing for me, and the thing that really bumped this up, I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a second. Let's hold off on that. Starting out with the 6/8. I love 6/8. I absolutely love 6/8. I love it when songs are in 6/8. So and here's the thing, Volbeat is known for writing songs in 6/8. I would say a majority of the songs I've heard on the channel from Volbeat have been in 6/8, and I got absolutely no issue with it, either directly in 6/8 or having that 3 feel, maybe in 12/8. But always having that triplet feel, that 3 feel. I've always enjoyed Volbeat for that reason. Because I love 6/8. I love that triplet feel. I love that 3 feel. And then out of nowhere, we go into straight 4. Now, here's the thing. 4/4 time. Was it 4/4 time at 180 beats per minute, or was it 4/4 time at 90 beats per minute? I'm gonna go with the latter. I believe the tempo was about here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And at the beginning, we had a double time feel in that tempo with the snare hits on the upbeats, on the and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Really giving it that double time feel, but only feel. Now look, the argument could be made that the tempo was 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure, the argument could absolutely be made for that. Yes. And would it be a valid argument? Yes, absolutely. But I'm not feeling that. I'm not. To me, I think it comes down more than anything. I think it comes down to that double kick that we heard with the accents on the downbeats of 1, 2, 3, and 4. That really kind of sold it for me more than anything else. So I'm glad they had that double kick section. But that really kind of put the final nail in the coffin for debate as far as my opinion goes. Now, like I said, other people are going to say, no, it was that faster tempo. It was a double time tempo, and then went into a halftime feel. That argument can be made, and it's absolutely perfectly valid. Okay, I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying, for me personally, it felt like straight time with a double time feel at the beginning of it. In either case, it grooved. It absolutely grooved. And like I was saying earlier in the reaction, I have really slammed bands for transitioning into different feels, different tempos, different time signatures, different key signatures, way too quickly, way too often, and with absolutely no repeatable pattern. No perceived pattern whatsoever. So I've absolutely come down hard on bands for doing that, and I stand by those, absolutely. That wasn't the case here, though. We didn't switch frequently. We would be in that groove for a while before we would switch up again. And when we would switch, it was simply a switch and feel. That's all it was. So I got no issue with it whatsoever. I was really debating between, and folks, this is not an exaggeration. I was really debating between a 7.9 and an 8.0. I was teetering with those two. I'm going with the 8.0 for this reason and this reason alone. they ended how they started. I loved the fact that they went back to that 6/8. I was hoping at some point during the song they would go back to 6/8. I was thinking maybe after a guitar solo or after the second chorus, maybe they would, you know, go back into that 6/8 feel and then kick back up into that straight ahead 4/4 feel again. I was thinking that's what they were going to do, and when they didn't do it, I kind of felt hope slip away that we were going to go back into the 6/8. It should have occurred to me. It should have occurred to me that they could be ending how they started, but for some reason I didn't think about that. So when they did it and they ended how they started with that 6/8, two of the things that I really like happened. Number one, we went back into the 6/8. Number two, we ended how we started. So I got my wish and a bonus. So that's how I went from 7.9 to 8.0. I know people are going to be like, that's a cop-out. No, it's not. It's not a cop-out at all. It's smart. It's a smart move on their part, finishing how they start, beginning with the end in mind. It shows forethought. It absolutely shows forethought. It shows smart songwriting. So I'm going to give them that little 0.1 boost and knock them up to 8.0. You better believe it. I think they deserve it. So fun song. Fun to play song. I mean, I didn't get to play a whole lot with it. As a matter of fact, after I'm done filming, I got one more reaction to do today. But after I'm done filming that reaction, what is that reaction anyway? What I got coming up? Devin Williams making his debut on the channel. So after I do this reaction to Devin Williams, guys, I'm gonna turn this song back on. I'm gonna pick up my bass and I'm gonna play along with it because this sounds like, and for the brief time that I did get to play with it, it was fun. It was a fun tune. So I'm gonna play along with it when I'm done for the day, but I gotta do this Devin Williams reaction first. But in any case, 8.0, I feel good about that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We got 8.0, which is a great scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.